No, but I mean, we need to care. We can't just look to doctors to solve all our problems, because we know Obamacare is meant to actually, it's actually meant to consolidate the care and choose who's going to get the care.
Ration care.
Rationalizing care. That's not a free market. That's not America.
Stuart, it's just otherworldly, the false left-right paradigm that they have us in, acting like there's a difference between Republicans and Democrats. This week we see John Boehner giving a kiss to Nancy Pelosi. This is out of CNS News, and they're kissing because they're pulling off more frauds against the American people. They signed some legislation to go ahead and fund Planned Parenthood, to continue to fund Obamacare, and to go ahead and fund Al-Qaeda in Syria. Let's call them what they are. They're Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, remember Rand Paul, as we'll talk about here in this hour. Rand Paul basically gave a speech on the Senate floor saying, hey, just a year ago we were funding all these guys and we're wondering why ISIS, which is Al-Qaeda, which was the rebels in Syria, that's where they were bred from, that we funded them. We gave them weapons, 600 tons. And then we act why it's a big problem now. Well, we gave the jihadists all the weapons and the funding.
If anybody has any doubts, look at the flag. It's the same black flag, okay? It's utterly ridiculous. They think the public's this dumb. I guess the public is. We don't stand up and say anything's wrong with it.
Well, yeah, and the people that are informed do know it's a load of crap. But the problem is we have so many uninformed people living in America that it is tough for us to get that information to people and get them to care about it. But it is getting a little bit more tough for our president to openly commit crimes. Yeah, it's a little tougher. But still, they're still going through with things. Oh, they've started to bomb ISIS. These unconstitutional wars, people, we're paying for them and we don't even have the money. Do you think that's just going to evaporate our debt? No, it's not. What's going to happen is our standard of living is going to go way down when basically all this money comes back, because we've hyperinflated our dollar. But once it starts coming back, we'll see the effects. The price is rising. And remember, inflation is just an increase in the money supply. Well, then how do we stop inflation? Stop printing money. Private company, the Federal Reserve, it's a private company. Stop printing money. That's what we need to stop.
And the Fed.
There you go, Woody. Thank you. See, Woody knows.
Sir, they're eugenicists. Planned Parenthood, they killed 327,166 babies, according to a physical report for the year 2012. Okay, they want you dead.
Yeah, I mean, they can pass laws that make it legal for us to kill people.
They're funding Planned Parenthood to the tune of $540 million, Stuart. It is disgusting. Our tax money is going to pay to kill babies.
Yeah, and look, if we don't kill about if we don't care about the unborn and we kill the unborn, why do you expect anyone to care about anyone?
Right.
What I mean, if you can kill an unborn child, why can't you kill a 3-year-old child that has autism? Well, hey, it's, since children are your property. Well, no, they're not your property.
That's coming, Stuart.
Yeah,
that's coming.
And children are people. First and foremost, children are human beings. Okay, so a moral society will recognize that, but we're not a moral society anymore. Okay, and that's why people know the theme song to Frozen, but they can't name a U.S. senator. Okay, and that's on college campuses. We've seen videos, and like I continue to reiterate, Sam and I have been to Fresno State. We've seen the IQ level of most college students on that campus. There's video of that. But really, we're just doing this so you wake up. They're being completely mentally ill and stupid and being under mind control is not good for the future.
It's not cool.
And it's not cool. And when everyone's out of a job and you can't even sustain your current living situation, which will happen. You won't be able to sustain your current living situation, college kids, because there'll be no jobs and you'll have so much debt. You'll be a debt slave. And under Agenda 21, they'll force you into sustainable living areas. You're going to be a slave if you don't wake up to this and care about it.
We need people in the system who are compartmentalized to start saying no.
Yeah.
All right, stand up for your own body. Take some self-ownership.
Yeah.
Some more part of this Obamacare scam is that these hospitals are just charging whatever they want, Stuart.
Oh, yeah, this article's ridiculous.
Well, I just recently had a baby, and luckily my old lady had health insurance, right? But they sent us the bills anyway. That caused a bunch of stress at the home. That wasn't good. After we went through the whole hospital trip, we were looking, after you count them all up, to have a baby in Fresno, $100,000 bill.
Yeah, and that's part of Agenda 21, believe it or not, folks, because look at China, one child policy. I mean, we're really going to let these bureaucrats and now the government runs healthcare, remember now. So we're going to let the government choose how we live our life and how many kids we can have. Are you really willing to be a slave and
Nope.
live under that? Thank you, Woody, because I'm not. Folks, we got to take a quick break, and we'll get right back to some news after our word from our
Supporting local
sponsors.
businesses? Do you want to help them succeed? So do we. The Thrifty Nickel Want Ads is a family-owned business that has been a big part of the local community for over 30 years. Our goal is not only to produce a paper that is not only successful, but enduring. We are looking for experienced outside sales representatives to help grow and expand the Central Valley's favorite classified paper, while creating successful marketing campaigns that will increase business for their clients. If you care about better working relationships with local businesses, then we want to hear from you. 50% commission of every new contract acquired. If interested, contact Art at thriftynickelwantads.com or call 559-472-7182.
Listen up, Fresno. Are you tired of boring local news coverage? Then log on to FresnoForward.com, the Central Valley's #1 source for independent, local, and alternative news and views. FresnoForward.com is updated daily, bringing you stories on government corruption, local activism, Fresno culture, and so much more. Did I mention FresnoForward.com has no ads or signups required? FresnoForward.com. You'll love it.
We all know that a natural disaster, EMP attack, and martial law are a real possibility. Prepare before the crisis, because FEMA can't and won't keep you safe. Tops Military Supply. Veterans serving veterans, their families, and the community. Visit us at 605 West Shaw, Suite A, Clovis, California, or call us at 559-298-6001.
Folks, we're back. This is We Are Change Fresno on 1680 AM. I'm your host, Stuart Webb, along with my co-host, Sam Chaney. If you've been listening to the first hour and this first part of this second hour, I'm sorry, we're riled up again. But you know what? I like it, and I'm actually happy about it, because when Sam and I do this show, we're really pouring out our soul to you, because we're concerned, okay? And we take a lot of time out of our week to put this show together, and we appreciate our sponsors. We appreciate the guests that are willing to come on this show. We have real patriots on this show and just freedom lovers on this show, okay? And we're so thankful that those people are speaking out and contributing to a more freer society and more free society, because we need it, and we need people to care about it. And you can make the change, okay? Be the change you want to see in the world. That's our motto, and We Are Change. And we appreciate Luke Radowski for starting We Are Change after 9/11 happened. I mean, just look at the effect that he's had. We've started our own. Sam's been doing it for years. With We Are Change Fresno. I mean, we can make the change. Okay, so get up off your butts. Stop watching the football game. And football's great. Okay, go play some once in a while. How about instead of just watching and worshiping? But we need to care about this stuff before entertainment. Okay, entertainment's okay. Just care about real issues before you care about sports and celebrity news. Sam, what do we got?
Stuart, now is the time to speak out and feel alive.
There you go.
And speak and tell this establishment, plastic, fake, GMO culture to go straight to hell.
Yeah.
From where they came.
Yeah.
All
yes,
right.
They are demons.
They are. I mean, this
satanic worshipers literally run our government.
They have us in a false reality, okay? And it's a bunch of garbage, and you need to wake up to that fact and speak out against it. Stuart, we have a Senator, Jeff Sessions, out of Alabama, who's speaking out on the Senate floor about this immigration issue. He says America is not an oligarchy where masters of the universe decide immigration law. He goes on to say that he's against secret deals that President Barack Obama has made with IT CEOs to use his executive power and grant amnesty to upwards of 5 million illegal immigrants already living in the United States.
And like Debbie Batchgalupi was saying on the first hour, They want us in regions. So the North American Union will be the next big region, and then a bunch of little regions in the metropolises like San Francisco, LA. That's where we're going to live. Okay, we're not going to have countries. We're not going to have states. We're going to have regions. Okay, under Agenda 21. So Jeff Sessions, I really admire senators starting to speak out against this, but really they have to. They have to now. They got to choose sides, like Sam and I were talking about. I think it was last show. We got to start picking sides.
Either you're with God and creation or you're with the devil.
And even if you don't believe in God, if you worship virtue, if you want to be a good person, you need to pick a side now. And you can't be in the middle. It's you. Everyone will be affected by this.
You can't be lukewarm.
You can't be lukewarm. These are the most important issues.